this is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there, live.
Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world, I'm Dan Marty.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
Unbelievable fans. Well, Johnny and I certainly, we needed a few days apart to kind of calm the seas a little bit. I think we're still at a disagreement about a certain something, but, you know, that's not why we're here today. We're here to talk about everything other than one person involved in a big Back to the 90s 20th anniversary celebration. Boston Wrestling MWF will be live at the historic Memorial Hall, downtown Melrose, Massachusetts. Saturday night, November the 13th. Johnny, those VIP packages are flying. General admission tickets are also on sale now at bostonwrestling.com. If you want to go with VIP, baby, there's only one way to be there. That is bostonwrestling.com. Again, that package gets you admission to the exclusive VIP Q&A session and group photo with all 8 of the featured superstars. Plus, you get one autograph from each star. You get a posed individual photo with each star. There's certain packages that have other perks. Plus, you get the best seats in the house for the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Last time we were here, we confirmed that we were going to have Myron Reed, the 2-time MLW World Middleweight Champion, with us. The return of MWF Original Slick Wagner Brown, the in-ring debut of JTG, and the list keeps growing and growing, Johnny. One, he looked spectacular in his Boston Wrestling MWF debut. It was the first match of the new decade when he took on the man now known as Carmelo Hayes in WWE NXT. We could only be talking about former Uprising member Christian Casanova, although I guess you could say once you're in the Uprising, always in the Uprising. But I'm talking about Trey Lamar. You talk about one of the hot up-and-coming athletes in the world of professional wrestling. I am very happy to have him back with us, LIVE Live, on November the 13th.
This kid's like a rocket. He just shot off. He took off. People accepted him. He's great. He's athletic. He's a pleasure to watch, and he understands what professional wrestling is all about. Personally, I can't wait to see that match.
Excited to have him back, Johnny, but I think he needs a W after losing to Christian his first time out.
Well, we'll see what happens. I will see what happens.
All right, you want to talk about the return of one of my favorites, Johnny. You talk about a hungry young athlete that goes balls to the wall each and every time out. He's done it here in the United States. He's been over to the land of the rising sun, Japan, several times. I could only be talking about one man, the native of upstate New York, Mr. Jay Freddy.
Jay Freddy.
Jay Freddy.
Can't wait to see Jay Freddy.
You don't sound very enthusiastic, John. Do you have a problem with Jay Freddy?
Do you have a problem with Dylan Cage?
We're not going to stop that.
Can we move on now?
We're not going to stop that.
Can we move on now?
Another unique entity, a man victorious in his MWF debut. He outsmarted Bo Douglas, one of you, a man that's been a friend and a nemesis of yours over the years. The Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros. You talk about a unique entity, a man. I think he has some kind of a telepathic communication with the moon, but certainly another hot up-and-coming athlete. Victorious in his in-ring debut here. He's back for more on November the 13th. Again, I think another very, very solid addition to the roster. You know what? I think your mind is in a different place compared to some of the other meetings that we had leading into this. What about one I'm really looking forward to, Johnny? You talk about in a day and age where sometimes it seems like the athletes move so fast and quick. You know, it's not the land of the giants like it was back in the 80s, but Darley Decimo, what an impressive physical specimen he is. Ready to make his Boston Wrestling MWF debut as we kick off our third decade, celebrating 20 years on November the 13th. I think you and I can both agree that this is some real potential with having Darley with us.
He's tall, he's big,
he's an animal.
That's what we want. That's what we want in the ring. We want to have animals. We want to have the best, strongest talent in the area because we are the best.
He could probably play darts with Cam Zagami and use him as the dot.
Oh, happy days. Whoa, what's that guy on the QVC? David Venable? Happy dance. It's time for the happy dance.
Well, and you got to remember with Darley, the T is silent.
I was just going to say that.
All right. Well,
you took the word right out of my
I'm sorry.
mouth.
I apologize.
No, that's good.
And if that wasn't enough, he has some commitments with a major television project going on right now. But I am certainly going to be happy to have him with us, Johnny, as we discussed. A man well known from the golden era of WWE NXT, so to speak. Big Bull Dempsey. You talk about another big man. Got to be 6'2", 6'3", well over the 300-pound mark. Another big bull, another guy that could, you know, if he wanted to have the running of the bulls out in Spain, maybe he could chase Cam through the parking lot. I'm trying to give you some ideas.
Trust me, right now I don't need any ideas because everybody that you've mentioned so far can take that little puke, wrap him up like a bow, and dump him into the East River.
Well, Slick Wagner Brown's enjoying getting his checks. I don't think he's going to be doing that.
Well, you know, Slick, we and I go back a long way. Slick and I go back a long way. Got a lot of shows with that, and I mean this when I say a great professional athlete. But, you know, what happens if the check stops, Slick?
Interesting enough, fans, the list of superstars keeps growing and growing. We implore you to follow us on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, for updates that may come even quicker than the videos at times. We are building one hell of a roster of athletes and superstars. Again, we said it yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You have your Hacksaw Jim Duggans, your Bob Backlunds, your Marty Jannettys, your Doctor of Style Slicks, your Berzerkers, and so on and so forth. You have your JTGs, hot on WWE television. Look at what they did to your buddy JBL's limousine that time. You have Bull Dempsey, who was in the thick of things with NXT. You have Myron Reed right now, who's lighting up a storm on MLW, which continues to move up the rank.
He's going
holding
right up
that World Middleweight Championship on 2 occasions. And then you have the superstars of tomorrow. You're talking about a Trey Lamar, a Mike Skyros, Jay Freddy, even though, you know, like I said, doing well for himself, not only here in the U.S., but in Japan. It's going to be one hell of a night, fans. Again, there's only one place to be. Saturday night, November the 13th, the historic Memorial Hall in Melrose. It's unbelievable. It's going to be our 20th anniversary, but we are going to make it a night you will never, ever forget. Again, VIP packages and tickets on sale now at BostonWrestling.com. For John Cena Sr., I'm Dan Marotti. Good night from Boston.